Vamos, un reporte presentado en el encuentro de negocios Velocity en Los Ángeles deja constancia de la importancia de los latinos en el sector de la construcción, indispensable para la creación y mantenimiento de la infraestructura. Se busca que los legisladores caigan en cuenta de la aportación de la comunidad latina, de la mano de obra en el sector, como dijo George Carrillo, cofundador y CEO del Consejo Hispano de la Construcción, a mi compañera Gabriela Frías.
We always talk about the construction sector in the U.S., how important it is, but we don't have a good, picture of it. What are the numbers that describe the importance of the Latino effort within that industry?
So we're actually publishing our 50-state report, and in that report, it highlights three critical issues. The first one is that in the United States, we have an issue with project delivery, which means we're 22% behind on critical infrastructure projects, and also we have a housing shortage of about 4 million. So we estimate that by 2030, we need about 3.2 million additional construction workers and 120,000 businesses in order to support that workforce. Mm-hmm. And so the second thing that we have to highlight within our report is that no state in the United States scored an A or a B on our risk matrix. And that is a huge concern because we have an aging infrastructure and natural disasters are causing devastation and death, and we highlight that in our report. And then the third thing is that understanding that in this political climate, we're faced with economic whiplash between tariffs, pricing on construction material constantly changing, and also threats of deportation. It's only creating market instability, and that's something that we don't need. But I will say this, though, in the report that we do highlight, the media does a good job of highlighting big corporations saying that we're going to invest trillions of dollars. But what I need the national media to do, people like CNN, is to continue that conversation. Because who's going to build it? How are we going to develop? And understanding that it's not just about a data center. It's not just the building. It's the critical infrastructure around it. Now, what I'm worried about the most is that we're going to have households and corporate America fighting for resources. For example, energy.
Yes, and especially now that President Trump is announcing, trillions of dollars in new investments. Who's going to do the construction for these companies?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. That's what I don't understand, that the president hasn't acknowledged our presence. We have 4.3 million Latinos in construction. We represent 52% of the labor force. Now, we also have 2.2 million sole proprietors. We need to help them scale. We need investment. That's why, as far as us as an organization, we're going to be developing legislative policy to help with permitting, to speed them up. We're also going to create policy in order to eliminate bonding capacity from federal contracts that are smaller contracts. There's no reason for them. And then we're going to continue to push and continue to knock on the door of the House and the Senate. We know that we have Senator Gallegos on our team in order to promote our bill called Building America Stronger.
What's your sense of this sense, again, of urgency within Congress about the situation that you're facing, the industry is facing in the entire U.S. of A?
So what I will say is that Congress, because of our efforts, understand the crisis that we're faced with. Right now, the frustration is really with both sides. Democrats feel that they don't have enough power to push anything through, and Republicans don't want to get ahead of the president because the president's only talking about enforcement.
But we're talking about doing this now. I mean, this is like, we're lagging behind already,
Exactly.
So
the solution is that we have to be able to get to the president to be able to explain the issues that we currently have now, because these investments can cripple the U.S. economy if it's not properly implemented.
Okay, now, what do you need besides this? Like a concrete, set of actions or plans or strategies from local authorities and federal authorities to help businesses by Latinos thrive right now in this context?
So what's good for Latinos is good for everybody. So what we need is proper regulation so that way we have more access to capital. All small businesses are struggling with access to capital right now. We need the federal government to understand also that some of the policies that are in place right now, when we think about bonding capacity, it's not necessary. It's like a mortgage insurance, which we all know is not needed in this economy.
And last but not least, undocumented workers. Mm-hmm. How are you making sure that these workers do not go through what we see on TV with these deportations, arrests, ICE operations in construction sites. What needs to be done? What are you doing?
So we are proposing Building America Stronger Act that we've proposed to both the House and to the Senate. We need them to pass that. It gives a work visa for trained individuals that can then stay here for the next 5 years and auto-renew after 5 years. We need to provide a pathway. I think right now, for me, what's difficult is to be able to see how many people are getting detained. Not criminals. It's hardworking individuals. And I will tell you, as a former police officer myself, I understand what's happening right now, and it's not fair. This is not what America is about. It should never be the fact that because we're brown or that we speak Spanish, that now that is reasonable suspicion to be able to detain us, haul us into prisons. That's not the right thing to do. This is not what America is.